So already we have discussed this galvanic cell, and example is a Daniell cell. Whenever two single electrodes are connected with the external conducting wire and internal circuit is completed by a salt bridge, then electrons start flowing from anode to the cathode here, and the current will be flowing in the opposite direction. Like this you can construct a number of galvanic cells just by connecting two single electrodes with an external wire, and internal circuit must be completed with a salt bridge here. Suppose if I write the electrochemical series: lithium, potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, chromium, iron, this is a +2, cadmium, cobalt, nickel, tin, lead, and hydrogen and copper. Like this, this is your electrochemical series. Already we have discussed, and these elements, they are arranged in the increasing order of their standard reduction potential value. For any element, if the reduction potential value is more and more positive, that will readily undergo reduction, captures electron, and if the reduction potential value is less than the positive, that is if it is a negative, they undergo what? Oxidation here. So these are arranged in the increasing order of their reduction potential value, and here in this direction what happens? Positive value will increase, and from here negative values are there here, negative to positive, they are arranged here. Suppose if you couple the single electrode of magnesium and aluminum, which will undergo oxidation and which undergo reduction here, which comes right side in the electrochemical series, that must undergo reduction. So this aluminum undergo reduction, okay, and here this magnesium undergo what? Oxidation. It undergo oxidation means it will form oxidation half cell. It undergo reduction means it will form what? Reduction half cell. And these two are connected with external conducting wire. Then the electrons will be flowing for what? From magnesium to aluminum, and the current will be flowing in the opposite direction. Suppose if you take this zinc and copper, already we have discussed here. Zinc is in the left hand side in the electrochemical series, and copper will be in the right hand side, so that it will undergo reduction and this will undergo what? Oxidation. So the electrons will be flowing from zinc to copper, and current will be flowing in the opposite direction. Any two elements in the electrochemical series, if you take their single electrode and they are coupled with the external conducting wire, then always the electrons will flow from anode to the cathode, and current will be flowing in the opposite direction. So with the help of this electrochemical series, you can identify which is undergoing oxidation and which is undergoing reduction here. So this is how you can construct a number of electrochemical cell, that is a galvanic cell. Suppose if you take chromium half cell and nickel half cell here. Nickel is in the right hand side and chromium will be in the left hand side. So this nickel undergo what? Reduction, and chromium undergo what? Oxidation. It will form a reduction half cell, and this will form what? Oxidation half cell. So the flow of electron will be from chromium to the nickel here, and electrons, that current will be flowing in the opposite direction here. So like this you can construct a number of galvanic cell just by connecting two single electrodes with an external wire, and internal circuit must be completed with what? Salt bridge here. Okay, next point. So the next point is EMF of galvanic cell, or it is the cell potential of the galvanic cell. Already we know that in a galvanic cell it is made up of two half cell. One is oxidation half cell and another is what? Reduction half cell. So this will be your oxidation half cell and this is your reduction half cell, and here you will be having an electrode, and this is also an electrode, and these two are connected internally with a salt bridge, and externally they are connected with what? A wire, external conducting wire. Here in oxidation half cell, as a result of oxidation, some electrons will be released here, and those electrons are flowing from what? Oxidation half cell to the reduction half cell, and here in the reduction half cell these electrons are captured by the metal ion, they will undergo reduction. So as a result of oxidation, here some amount of electrons are released. So what happens here? There is a flow of electron from anode to the cathode. As a result, current will be flowing in the opposite direction. So as a result of oxidation and reduction that is taking place in the galvanic cell, some amount of electricity is produced here. The quantity of electricity that is produced in the galvanic cell, that is represented as EMF of the cell. What is the EMF of the cell? The quantity of electricity that is produced in the galvanic cell, that is called as EMF of the cell here. Now the potential difference between the two electrodes of the galvanic cell, this is called as cell potential. We call it as, what is that? Cell potential. What is cell potential here? The potential difference between the two electrodes of the galvanic cell, that is called as what? Cell potential. This cell potential, it is also taken as EMF of the cell when no current is drawn from the cell. When no current is drawn from the cell, this cell potential is also taken as what? EMF of the cell here. Now another term we will come across here. This cell potential, it is represented as E cell here, and another is there, that is standard cell potential. Standard cell potential. This standard cell potential, it is represented as E cell. Here you have to give a dot. This is a normal cell potential, and this will be what? Standard cell potential. What is the standard cell potential? It is the potential difference between the two electrodes of the galvanic cell when all the reacting species are at unit concentration. Means here electrolytic solution must be of what? 1 molar. Whenever the reacting species are at the unit concentration at 298 Kelvin, then the potential difference between the two electrodes of the galvanic cell, that is taken as what? Standard cell potential or standard EMF here. Okay, so this is what? EMF or cell potential of the galvanic cell. What is the cell potential here? Already we know that the chemical energy is getting converted into electrical energy. As a result of oxidation, some electrons are released and they are moving towards what? Reduction half cell here. So that some amount of electricity is produced. Whatever the amount of electricity is produced in the galvanic cell, that we take it as what? EMF of the cell here. So the potential difference between the two electrodes of the galvanic cell is what? Cell potential. When it is called as standard cell potential here, whenever all the reacting species that are present in the electrolytic solution, they are at unit concentration. Unit concentration means here in the electrolytic solution, just you have to take 1 molar, like that it is, and temperature must be maintained at 298 Kelvin. At this condition, whatever the cell potential is there, that is taken as what? Standard cell potential. Now the EMF that is produced by the galvanic cell is equal to EMF produced by Daniell cell. We take Daniell cell. This will be equal to 1.1 volt. 1.1 volt of electricity is generated in the Daniell cell here. So in this one, if an external opposing potential is applied across the electrodes, for example here current is moving in this direction, in the opposite direction if you apply an external potential, then what happens? Slowly it is increased, then what happens? We will see this one. Now if the external potential that is applied across the electrode in the opposite direction, if the external potential is less than 1.1 volt, if the external potential is less than 1.1 volt in the Daniell cell, then what happens? The electrons will flow from zinc to the copper. Electrons will flow from zinc to copper. There is no effect here. Okay, but there is a flow of electrons will be decreasing, but what happens here? The electrons will be always flowing from zinc to copper whenever the external applied potential is less than 1.1 volt, so that the current will be flowing in the opposite direction. The current will flow from copper to the zinc here. So here electrons are flowing from zinc to copper. Zinc undergo oxidation, copper undergo reduction, so that zinc will be dissolved and copper will be deposited. Okay. Next one, suppose external applied potential is equal to the 1.1 volt. In the opposite direction you are supplying equal amount of potential, that is equal to 1.1 volt. Whenever external potential is equal to the 1.1 volt, then the flow of electrons will be stopped. There is no reaction here. In the above case, what happens? Oxidation is taking place at the zinc and reduction is taking place at the copper. So reaction is taking place here. Whenever the applied external potential is equal to 1.1 volt, here no reaction takes place and there is no flow of electron from zinc to the copper. No reaction, no current. the flow of current will be stopped, that is flow of electrons will be stopped here. Suppose external applied potential is greater than 1.1 volt. This is very, very important. These observations we have to concentrate here. Whenever external applied potential is greater than 1.1 volt, which is coming in the opposite direction, then the flow of electrons will be reversed here. That is, electrons will flow from copper to the zinc here. Electrons will be flowing in the opposite direction now. Means electrons are flowing from copper to zinc, means what happens here? Copper is undergoing oxidation and zinc is undergoing reduction. Copper rod will be dissolved and zinc will be deposited. So what is the direction of current here? Direction of current will be in the opposite direction of flow of electrons. Current will be flowing from what? Zinc to copper. In this case, this galvanic cell, it will act as what? Electrolytic cell. Here electrical energy is getting converted into chemical energy. Reverse it is. So whenever external applied voltage is greater than 1.1 volt, the flow of electrons will be from what? Copper to zinc. The current will be flowing in the opposite direction. So here copper is undergoing oxidation, copper rod will be dissolved, and zinc is undergoing what? Reduction. Always you keep in mind, the flow of electron takes place from oxidation half cell to the reduction half cell. Here copper is undergoing oxidation. In these two cases, what happens? Here zinc is undergoing oxidation. Electrons are flowing from zinc to copper here. But here there is no reaction, means no oxidation, no electrons released, no reaction, no current here. Okay. Now here it is acting as what? Electrolytic cell here. This will be your electrolytic cell. Whenever the external applied voltage is greater than 1.1 volt, then this galvanic cell will be converted, that Daniell cell is converted into what? Electrolytic cell. The flow of electrons will be reversed and current is moving in this direction. Next point. Now we will discuss representation of galvanic cell. Representation of galvanic cell. Already we know the galvanic cell, it is made up of three parts. One is oxidation half cell, reduction half cell. In between these two you are having one salt bridge here. So if I take this is your oxidation half cell and this will be the reduction half cell, and between these two you are having what? One salt bridge here. These two are internally connected by using what? This salt bridge. In detail already we have discussed this one. This is your salt bridge, and here this is the oxidation half cell, and this will be your reduction half cell. Here electrodes are dipped into the electrolytic solution. Here oxidation takes place and here reduction takes place, and these two are connected with an external wire, conducting wire across an voltmeter here. Okay. So for the representation of this galvanic cell, here electrolytic solution is present here. Okay, like this. Now for the representation of this galvanic cell, always you keep in mind, oxidation half cell is written at the left hand side, reduction half cell is written at the right hand side. In between these two, salt bridge is represented. For oxidation half cell, if I take a Daniell cell, in the Daniell cell what happens? Zinc is undergoing oxidation. Zinc from the solid, it is undergoing oxidation, and copper is undergoing what? Reduction here. Copper +2 from the aqueous medium, it will be reduced and it is deposited at the cathode, and here zinc from the solid, it is undergoing oxidation, and Zn+2 ions are obtained in the aqueous solution here. So which is undergoing oxidation here? Zinc is undergoing oxidation and copper is undergoing reduction. Oxidation half cell is represented at the left hand side, reduction half cell at the right hand side here. So at the left hand side I will write LHS, and at the right hand side what I will write? Reduction half cell. Oxidation half cell is what? Oxidation half cell is represented by putting a vertical line between the electrode and electrolytic solution. This is Zn+2 in the aqueous medium. Oxidation half cell is represented by putting a vertical line between the electrode and electrolytic solution, and here concentration must be written in the bracket. That is, if I take 1 molar solution, I will write like this. Now reduction half cell, here copper is undergoing reduction, copper plus 2 is converted into what? Copper. So here reduction half cell, it is represented by putting a vertical line between the electrolytic solution, this is solution form, between the electrolytic solution and the electrode, that is copper solid is what? Electrode. The concentration of the solution must be written in the bracket. This is 1 molar if I take. Don't get confused. At the left hand side, oxidation half cell, right hand side, reduction half cell. Oxidation half cell is represented by putting a vertical line between the electrode and electrolytic solution. Aqueous form will come later here. Here copper is converted into what? Plus 2 is converted into copper. So here it is undergoing reduction. Here reduction half cell is indicated by putting a vertical line between the aqueous solution, that is electrolytic solution, and electrode. Okay. Now between the oxidation half cell and reduction half cell, a salt bridge is represented by putting a double vertical line here. If you put a double vertical line, this represents what? Salt bridge, and this is oxidation half cell, and this will be reduction half cell here. So oxidation half cell, where oxidation takes place and it is acting as what? Anode. And this is your salt bridge. This is your salt bridge, and this is what? Reduction half cell. Reduction half cell is represented by putting a vertical line between electrolytic solution and electrode. So this is your reduction half cell, where reduction takes place, and this is acting as cathode. So this is the representation of what? Galvanic cell. Oxidation half cell, left hand side, reduction half cell, right hand side. And here oxidation half cell is represented by putting a vertical line between the electrode and electrolytic solution. Electrode comes first, solid form, then comes electrolytic solution. Compulsory you have to remember, the concentration of the electrolytic solution must be written in the bracket. Okay. And in between the oxidation half cell, reduction half cell, you are representing what? A salt bridge with a double vertical line. And here this is what? Reduction half cell, that is nothing but vertical line is kept between electrolytic solution and electrode here. Okay, this is what the representation of galvanic cell. We will write some other examples. So the next example is, if a galvanic cell is constructed by using zinc and tin electrode, zinc electrode and tin electrode here. In the electrochemical series, this tin comes after the zinc, that's why this will undergo reduction and zinc will undergo what? Oxidation. So what will be the reaction here? Zinc is always undergoing oxidation because its reduction potential value is less than tin. Tin is coming after the zinc in the electrochemical series. Always you keep in mind, in the electrochemical series, left side element undergo oxidation, right side element will undergo what? Right side will undergo reduction here. So this is coming in the right side and this is left side, it undergo oxidation, this is undergoing reduction here. So here zinc plus Sn plus 2 in the aqueous medium, and it is giving what here? Zinc is undergoing oxidation, that is zinc will go into the aqueous medium, plus this tin is undergoing reduction here. So this is written as tin solid. So oxidation half cell is what? Zinc, and reduction half cell is what? Tin here. Oxidation half cell is always written at the left hand side, and which is written by putting a vertical line between the electrode and electrolytic solution here. Zinc from the solid is getting converted to Zn plus 2 in the aqueous medium, and the concentration of this electrolytic solution is written in the bracket. Suppose if I take 1 molar, and reduction half cell is written at the right hand side. So this is undergoing reduction. So reduction half cell is indicated by putting an vertical line between the electrolytic solution and the electrode, that is tin here. So here the concentration of electrolytic solution is, again I will take 1 molar. Oxidation half cell and this is reduction half cell. In between these two I will put a double vertical line which represents this salt bridge here. So this will be your oxidation half cell. And this is reduction half cell. It is acting as a cathode. Cathode is positive here, and this will be acting as anode. and this anode is what? Negative here. So this is how you can represent a different galvanic cell by considering oxidation half cell and reduction half cell. Between these two, just you put a double vertical line, which is your salt bridge. A simple trick is, first you have to identify which metal is undergoing oxidation and which is undergoing reduction. So reduction half cell is right hand side, oxidation half cell is left hand side. So the next example you can write. So the next example is, if I construct a galvanic cell by using copper and silver, copper plus silver electrode. In the electrochemical series, silver comes at the right hand side and copper will be at the left hand side. So copper undergo oxidation and silver will undergo what? Reduction here. So here you can write copper in the solid state plus 2 times of Ag plus in the aqueous solution. It will be converted to what here? Copper is undergoing oxidation. This is copper plus 2 in the aqueous medium. This silver is undergoing reduction, so that from the aqueous medium it will be converted to solid state. It is deposited here 2 times of Ag plus in the solid state. Now oxidation half cell left hand side, reduction half cell right hand side. Oxidation half cell is represented by what? By putting a vertical line between the electrode and electrolytic solution here. So oxidation is what here? Copper. Copper is undergoing oxidation. Copper plus 2 aqueous medium. Concentration is written in the bracket. Now this silver is undergoing what? Reduction here. So reduction half cell is represented as what? First you have to write electrolytic solution Ag plus in the aqueous medium, which is undergoing reduction. This is Ag, like this it is. Okay, here a vertical line is written between the electrolytic solution and the electrode here. Now the concentration is written as, this is 1 molar. Oxidation half cell, reduction half cell. Between these two, a double vertical line represents a salt bridge. So this is oxidation half cell. This is your reduction half cell. Reduction half cell is nothing but what? Here it acts as a cathode. Cathode is positive, and this is acting as anode where oxidation is taking place. It is negative. So this will be what? Salt bridge. So this is how you have to represent a galvanic cell here. Next example.